These athletes have promised us a war. Let's see if they deliver. Oh, a stiff jab. Beautiful counter punch. How about that time counter shot? That hook was thrown with some bad intentions. Good counter punch. A perfect counter shot. Caution being thrown to the wind. The audience absolutely right on top of you in this very special environment here.
You walk in, you cannot hide or duck or stand behind anybody. The audience is on you. They see every single movement, every single twitch. If you're scared, the thousands of people are here in this place. They will spot it.
Halfway through the round, I'm not sure who's winning it.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Nice counter punch right up the middle. A lot of effort being exerted here. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Well done with that counter shot. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Here we go, it's round two. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt, you've got to get out there again. Be smart, be sharp. Don't be a fool, don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up, just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. There's a counter shot. Had a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Roy Jones Jr. in trouble. And down goes Jones Jr. Let's watch that again in replay from a different angle.
A shot from the gods took him out.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Come to me.
The referee says they can continue, but how much more do they have left?
That is a show of character. When you're put down, your eagle's hurt, your chin's hurt, your body's hurting, and you've got to get up, suck it up, and think, right, I'm back in the game again. It's so hard for a fighter.
It's a good start to the round for this guy.
The corners must be so happy. Down to a T, play the plan out to a T. If they could...
And as we see it again in slow motion, there's no doubt. That body punch right there, buckled.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Listen to me. Are you okay?
Final 10 seconds here, unless we get some late drama. I think we all know who won this round.
They believe their fighter happened.
There's the bell for round 3. And there's the bell to start the round. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. That counter shot lands. Catch and shoot. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Punch, counter punch. They both want a knockout. You counter punches have to hurt. Not a lot of defense here at all. That right uppercut misses. And he scores with the counter. Swing and a miss with the hook. Nice counter shot. Beautiful counter shot. Nice counter. Someone's will cave, but which fighter will it be? As you can see, it was a hit to the head that did it. Let's watch it again.
I've got to see that again.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Are you okay?
The corner hasn't thrown in the towel yet, so I guess he's coming out for another round.
They believe they're fighting.
Back at it in round 4. It's been a nightmare so far. What can they do to turn this around?
2 knockdowns and you're coming back from that. That's near on impossible because your head must be all over the place. Your legs will feel like jelly. What can they tell you in the corner? All they can do is wake you up. They can't even go into game plan.
They exchange punches. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. These two fighters are made for one another. Good counter punching. The straight right just misses. That counter punch caught him clean. Quick punch scores. He threw a punch and just got countered. The work rate is down. The head isn't moving as well, Johnny. Fatigue is starting to set in.
Middleweights always gives us a class. If you've got 2 class middleweight fighters, you are in for action. I'm quite sure right now, if you know your boxing, there's a certain fighter, Mr. I would just say marvelous, but some fighters were unbelievable middleweight.
They have no respect for each other's punching power. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. From this moment forward, here we go in round 5. Who's going to land the first big shot? It has been all one-way traffic. How do they turn this around?
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Nice counter shot. His jab just got blocked. A perfect counter lands. What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
The middleweights are the best you can ever come across. Obviously, the bantamweight is a heavyweight, but the middleweight is the size of the average man or woman. When you get in there and you're letting the shots go, you've got power, you've got speed, you've got pace. You can stand, you can dance, you can do everything. We can look back in history. Do you know the amazing fights at middleweight are ridiculous? That is what writes our history books.
Nice counter punch. punching. That counter shot lands. This is some of the best action I've seen in any round, anywhere this year. Well done with that counter shot. Good counter punching. Misses with the straight left. That counter shot lands. Well done with that counter shot. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Well, he is in big trouble here. He may have been saved by the bell.
Needs a knockout without a doubt. Needs to go out there and think, right.
Let's start the 6th. After that last round, something has got to change.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab. Rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Those counter punches have to hurt. Beautiful counter punch. Nice counter shot. Talk about punches and bunches. That's the mantra for this fighter with that exceptional hand speed.
You've got to ruffle their feathers, Todd. You cannot let them get comfortable, drag them, get them complaining to the referee, because once somebody with excellent foot speed and excellent power gets into the rhythm, the fight is over.
That counter shot lands. One punch could change the entire complexion of this fight. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. They exchange punches. Incredible work rate. Is he going to punch himself out, though? Throws the jab, but does not score. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. That bell could not have come. There's the bell for round 7. Not the start that they wanted, but let's see what they can do in this round.
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You've got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart, because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs are gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
Power is obviously the great equalizer in boxing, but when you know your opponent is relying on that so heavily, how do you deal with it?
They know the second they touch you, it's done. They're that powerful.
And that hook misses. Beautiful counter punch. One moment changes everything, especially in this division. They call it the chin. How strong is your chin? Do you have a glass chin? These are things that can affect the fight.
Work the body, frustrate them, take the mind off the chin, take the mind off protecting everything around that. Work the body, use tactics. Sometimes it's so hard to actually outbox a fight and beat them on points.
Well done with that counter shot. Missing with the left hook. Beautiful counter shot. Stumbling around on Bambi legs. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Well, we're entering desperation mode here. Gonna need a knockout.
Wow, it's like...
Go out.
There's the bell to start round 8. Well, they got battered last round. How do they turn their fortunes around?
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Nice counter punch right up the middle. The straight right just misses. Well, Johnny, has anything surprised you here as we enter the final frames of this bout?
Midway through the fight, if you are tired, this can be the loneliest place.
And Fists of Fire goes down. How about that technique on that headshot? Let's see it again and appreciate it more.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You all right?
They're on their feet, but is this the beginning of the end?
Some fighters, when this happens, this can be heartbreaking. Some fighters, it makes them angry. They want to get back into the mix again. I want to know, what sort of character are we looking at here?
We've got to pick things up halfway through the round here.
There's a lot of work to do, and you know what? It's hard to pull back. Don't get into the habit of losing. Don't get into the habit of being second place. You've got to change the habit. You've got to change something, because otherwise, why should it change?
Those counter punches have to hurt. Nice counter shot. A perfect counter lands. They're happy this round's coming to an end. 10 seconds left. Can you believe it? Roy Jones Jr. is on the back foot now. Some might have thought it was a little...